services. If you need an electrician, I'm your man. I want to say thank you to everybody at Rumble, ATX Boxing, and then the guys that have been coming to spar with me. I really appreciate everybody. And Sean Clements, he's my strength condition guy at the Honor Gym. I got a lot of friends and stuff here, but I just usually keep a really tight, close group, and it's a handful of guys that have been helping me get prepared for this fight, and I really appreciate them. Sean over and on it, Coach Alfred and his guys bring them to spar me, my coach, Abel Dagba, ATX, Rumble ATX, the gym, for letting me house myself there, and as well as I train my female fighter there, Nancy Garcia, so I really appreciate all of them.
When's her next fight?
She's fighting November 17th, actually, in San Antonio. It's about an hour south from here.
Outstanding. I'll put this up on the boxing site so that gets out through that channel as well.
Yeah, we're looking to keep her undefeated. She's currently 7-0 right now, trying to win before the end of the year.
How much does she weigh?
She fights at 132.
Ah, okay. I was trying to get her some of that Clarissa Shields money.
They
seem to be scraping anybody up to fight her.
Yeah, well, that girl's good, man. But no, I think Nancy saw her documentary on Netflix and was kind of, really pushing the Olympic thing. And I'm like, sweetie, you're a little older than Clarissa. Like, number one, number two. The fight community, as far as boxing, I'm better with professional than I am amateur. She's the first amateur I've coached. I've always worked with professional MMA or boxer, young people. So I'm really not a fan of the amateur community, to be honest.
It's tough.
I'm like, hey, look, it is, and she's a good-looking girl. She's very marketable, and she can fight. And I'm like, look, there's a couple of regional promoters I know, in San Antonio. Here in Austin, we got one, and there's actually another one. There's two in San Antonio, but I'm like, we can get you on the card. You can get the same level of competition in these pro fights as you do in the amateurs, and make some money, just get built up. I have two female friends. They're former professionals in Austin. One of them, well, they both fought for world titles, but one was a little younger than the other one. But they both kind of told the same thing too. They came in to spar. They're like, look, unless your die-hard dream is to go to the Olympics and your aspirations are, so like, it's really not necessary to have 100 amateur fights, and again, it's not knocking amateurs that want to do that, but on the timeline, she's got her boyfriend gave her 3 years to go out and do what she wants, and they're going to start a family. So it's like, look, we got 3 years, and the next Olympics you're going to miss, so we need to get on the ball. So I'm going to get her pro after the state tournament next year and see how she does.
Love always fucks up a female fighter.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, well, let's get to work. Get 3 years.
Yeah, it would be hard for me. If I dated someone who was a fighter, it would be really hard for me to mentally wrap my brains around that.
I think what makes it a little more difficult for him is because he was a little eager to start the family right away. He's a little older than her. And then obviously the training, the fights, we have to go through, takes time away from them. He's a little older, so kind of from what I understand, I think he's ready to go. She's, she wants to fight. And he supported her, but I think that's just the difference in the timeline of their age. She wants to do something, and he's ready to settle down. But I don't know if that's. I'm not trying to talk about the business, but I mean, there's like a conflict maybe. But she's doing well. But it's I'm like, I don't understand why he doesn't want to support you. You're undefeated. You're doing well. So
yeah, yeah, and it's
really hard. He went out lost. Yeah,
it's hard to stay undefeated. If you want to talk about the redheaded stepchild of all fighting sports. Female boxing is about as redheaded stepchild as it gets. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to get fights. Even when you get to the real fight, the mismatches are ridiculous. It's tough. That's a tough road for a woman who wants to be a boxer. And I try to support it wherever I can. It's
absolutely.
I even think women's MMA you've got a better shot doing women's MMA than you do of wanting to be a championship level pro caliber female boxer. I think it's an easier road doing MMA. But it's still tough, man. Again, go to WBKFF.com. Get your tickets November 9th. We're all going to be in Casper, Wyoming, whooping it up and bare-knuckle drag out. Social media for you, Nick?
Everything is Nick the Ghost. On Instagram, Nick the Ghost MMA. Twitter, Nick the Ghost, and on Facebook, you can find me, Nick the Ghost Gonzalez.
Again, it was a pleasure to have Nick on. Go check him out in the 8-man tournament, WBKFF.com. Get your tickets live on pay-per-view, or come out live to the Casper Event Center on November the 9th and watch everybody throw down.